Hey everybody, Namaste. It's Becca Pati. So awesome to spend another Hawaiian afternoon with you. I'm telling you, I am motivated to put some videos out for you. I mean, look at this freaking weather. It's crazy. And if you're wondering why I'm holding a feather, I was walking along this pathway and there was just this kind of an icky looking feather laying there, and I picked it up because it really reminded me of the essence of who we are, which is free. We are able to soar, and the only way that we stay stuck or grounded or caged for that matter is if we allow our wings to be clipped, right? And there's a lot of different ways that that can happen. So this flow is about our core. And to be more specific, yes, we're going to do some really interesting core work and whatnot, but more so what I'm interested in is figuring out what it is that makes us who we are. And that is the essence of us, our beliefs, our values, all those things that we need to ground us so that we can eventually fly in that truth. You can't soar around, you cannot be that influence, work to your full potential, or be empowered if you don't know who you are from the inside out. Because what happens, as you and I both know, I mean, we've been through this before, is that circumstances, people, commentary will eventually get to us, and we start shape-shifting according to what it is that others are saying about us. And we know deep down within our hearts and our souls and the very essence of who we are, that even though people can have influence or that circumstances can shape us, ultimately we get to decide, right? We get to decide who we are and what makes us be the people that we are. And I love that, because if I allowed all the shit that happened to me in the past become sort of the pillar that I stand on, or that anchor in the past that keeps me from moving forward, I'm telling you, my friends, I would be a very different person. And so it is time for us to wipe away all that doesn't serve us and really ground into our truth and allow our core to become so strong and so powerful. So let's begin our practice today. And you're going to join me in this. So I really wanted to be by the ocean, but I'm kind of on a cliff in the northern shore of Kauai, and I can't get down to the ocean with you, so you're gonna have to be on the grass with me again today. Come on down. So welcome to Hawaii. I love this place. It's really quite breathtaking. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm taking off my shoes. I just went for a run, and I like my barefoot runners. They make me feel closer to the earth. They're a little sweaty, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let's keep our feather close here, and I'm gonna put you in my shoe. Yeah, I'm very high tech with all this yoga stuff. So you're going to be in my shoe, and we're gonna do about a 15 to 20 minute practice. It might even be a little bit shorter depending on what we've got going on. So first things first, let's just sit back on our heels, and let's get organized here, shall we? Oh, let me take off my headphones. Okay, so pausing here just for a moment. You know, I'm not sure if you can even hear the ocean, but if you have anything in your mind that allows you to become calmer and to untap into that really special place of stillness, please feel free to, put that kind of music on or whatever the case is, and just let's sit in this stillness for a moment, because right from this centerpiece is where we rise and we earth. And so we've got kind of this beautiful separation in the center of ourselves, which allows us to feel really free in our truth, but also super grounded in that which makes us us. Palms to touch if you like, that always feels good. And then lengthen crown high. Close the eyes if it feels appropriate. Just settling into the shape for a moment, not going to stay here long. Allow the essence of you to expand on the inhale, so you're going to go right from the very bottom of you, so that we're opening up in through the pelvis, and then as you exhale, there's a feeling of drawing up and in, allowing the breath to expand out away from you, moving into the abyss. And so we grow and we open and we reach our potential, and then we exhale and we get closer to the truth, and we ground and we root into that space. Nice. Let's take it to our downward facing dog. So just crawl your hands forward, root them down, tuck your toes under, and send your hips up and back. So could you notice that in order for our strength to be here, we need to keep our ears in between our upper arms. So think less of dropping in and more so of strengthening and lengthening. And then come forward into an upper push-up position and take your right forearm when you eventually get there down to the earth, okay? So we're holding here, keeping your butt gently tucked under, tenting up your left fingertips and holding. And noticing that we don't want the ass too high. We also don't want to be dropping down. Find a neutral space where you can draw the belly button up and in, creating a space of lengthening through the low back, holding here. And then eventually take your right knee down to the floor, open this up. So see how my right foot is moving? Then lengthen up your left leg, and now we're into a modified forearm knee side plank variation. The option is to stay here. If you want to go a little further, bend your top knee, grab onto your foot. You see how I'm doing that? And then kick up and back, but take your belly button towards the left side, maybe looking up. Yeah. Just notice how that feels, right? We're opening up the space first, becoming aware of what's there, and then kick your top leg up, your arm goes high. I think I have a bug that just bit me, yikes. And lower both forearms down, taking your left foot back, and now your right toes tuck under, hold here. Now take your right hand to your left shoulder, hold. Take your left hand to your right shoulder. So now you've crossed your arms. Your bum is tucked under, so it's not up. We're not in a downward dog. Press up in through the upper back. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. Hold here for 1. Now take your both palms down to the earth. Come back up, upper push-up position. Take it back into a downward facing dog. You can also modify any of these going on your knees. That's totally fine. Inhale, take your right leg high to the sky, pull the abdominals in, step it forward to your right thumb. Up you go. Back knee settles down to the earth. Inhale, left arm rises. Good. Press in with your right hand to your right knee and arch your back slightly, lifting up the chest. Take this to a twist, elbow to the outer edge of your knee, palms to touch, back toes tuck. Lift up your back knee if that's appropriate today. My head might be being cut off here, but that's okay. You don't need to see my head. Okay, so as the heel lifts slightly, come forward in those back toes. One more big inhale. Nice, and then eventually take your hands to either side of the front foot. Keep those back toes under, lift your hips and step it back, but lift your foot. Yes, you're rooted. Now take your left forearm down. Right fingertips will tent whole. So remember, you're not up with your ass, you're not hanging down too low, you're kind of in this mid position, rounded through the upper back slightly. One more big inhale. You got this, nice. Good, pressing up through that belly space, your knee comes down. So you may need to angle out your palm a little bit, take your left foot out, and slowly make your way into a modified forearm knee side plank. And then you'll do the same thing, right? You're gonna bend your top knee and start to kick up and back. I'll lean forward so you can see what's happening. Nice. Your chest presses forward. One more big inhale. You got this. You're doing great. Modify as you need. Maybe today you don't grab your foot. Like, honestly, who's keeping track? This is yoga. Let's kick the leg up. The arm goes up high. Both forearms come down, and now both of your legs go back behind you. Holding here. All right. So this time, left fingertips to left shoulder. Right fingertips to right shoulder. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. Hanging out here. Drop your knees down this time. Walk your hands back tabletop. All right. Tuck your toes under. Lift up your knees. Pause. Shift onto your right hand. Lift up left. Keep those knees low if possible. Let your left hand come down, shift over. Lift up your right hand, but keep low, keep low. Good. Lower both all the way down, knees hovering above the earth for 3. For 2, right? And then for 1, bring yourself downward facing dog. So pedal it out if you need. Inhale, left leg goes high. Gaze it forward, step it up left foot to the thumb. Good, back knee comes down. I'm just gonna slide back from you a little bit. Good, peel your belly in and up, hand to the knee, lean back and rise open your right hand. Good, one more big inhale. I am just dripping sweat everywhere. And then take your elbow to your knee, and take the twist. Okay, so you can pause here, stay, right? Otherwise, a little bit of that extra, squeeze the inner thighs in and lift the back knee. For 3. Nice, for 2. And then for 1, bring both hands down to either side of the front foot. We need to lift up the core to do this. Keep your left fingertips rooted into the ground and step back your foot. Holding here for 3. Good, holding here for 2. And then for 1, downward facing dog. Nice, big breaths in and big breaths out. Rooting into your truth, understanding that sometimes your beliefs are not going to be what they were from past experiences, right? You get an opportunity to see if that's working for you, and then we shift it accordingly. Inhale, right leg goes high. Gaze it forward, step it up to right thumb. Up, up, up you go. Squeeze those inner thighs in and reach your arms up. Okay, take your fingertips behind your ears. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, take your left elbow to right knee. So a little cross crunch hold. Inhale, open this up, pause. Exhale, go back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. We're gonna just do this one more time, okay? So inhale, open up. Exhale, use your core, take your arm and hold here. Option A, hand to the inside and reach up your right hand towards the ceiling. Otherwise, take your arm across. Some of you have that mobility. Fingertips or palms. You are going to get deep into this twist, my friends, and reach open your right hand towards the sky. Maybe take that look up for 3. Solid back thigh for 2. And then for 1, both of your hands. Again, woo, take them both. Down to either side, step it back, upper push-up, lift those hips before you do. Take your foot straight back. Holding here for 3. I know, there's lots of arm work as well. For 2. 1 more big inhale, and then bring yourself all the way back into downward facing dog. Good, drop down to your knees. Beautiful, tuck and cross your, cross your ankles over and sit back. Beautiful. Take your legs in front of you. I'm going to angle myself out here a little bit. Okay. Lean back a little bit. Take your right thigh straight up. Good. Lower down. Inhale up. Maybe lift your heart a little bit as you do this. Lower down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time, inhale up and hold here for 3. Maybe lift the arms up for 2. Interlock, you can press your palms straight up towards the sky. 1 more big inhale. And then slowly bend out your knee, lower the foot down, bring your arms up and forward. Nice. Inhale, take your left thigh up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Good. Exhale down. 4 more times. Inhale up. You've got this. Exhale down. You can modify, do part-time, whatever you need to do. Inhale up and then lower down. I think we got 2 more. All right. Inhale up and exhale down. Ooh, I got sweat in my eyes. Inhale up, holding here for 3, holding here for 2. Interlock your palms, press them up, up, up if you like something a little bit different. Lean back, open your heart. 1 last big inhale. I know, yikes. And then bring your arms all the way forward, bend your knee. Tuck yourself all the way in and hold here for a moment. Let's inhale, sit up tall, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, round like an angry cat. Lean back, 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 back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. 1 last time, all right? Inhale, lift, lift, lift. And exhale. Nice, beautiful. Let's bring ourselves back to center. If you've twisted like myself, you'll take your right leg over top of your left, easy cross-legged. See how that feels. Side bend towards the right side. So hang out here. Lift up and over. Good. And then eventually draw both hands down beside your hips. So option A, you'll work this more into like a lotus position with your bottom foot super flexed. Please make sure that both feet are solid. You know what I'm saying? Kind of from like you point your toes, press down and lift up for 3. Lift your bum above the ground. If not, just kind of curl the lower half up for 2. One more big inhale. And then lower yourself all the way back down. Exchange the legs. So now you've got your left one on top. Woo! Strong feet, strong ankles. Don't have them soft. If you have too much of a crease in your top ankle, flex it up just a little bit, okay? And then eventually press down and lift for 3. Nice. Holding here for 2. And then for 1, lower your bum all the way back down. Woo! All right, let's take it to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, hands ground down. Take a little hop or a step back. Nice. Inhale, left leg goes high. Gaze it forward and then step up left foot all the way to your thumb. I'm gonna slide back a little bit here. Keep your front knee bent, high on your back toes. You know the drill. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. So right from this space, we have to grow. You can't just grow from kind of wobbly legs. Wobbly legs. You've got to engage, note yourself, and then reach up. All right. Then fingertips come to the ears. Inhale, holding here. Exhale, take your right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, come back up. You've got 4 of these, so 3 more. Exhale over. Inhale, come back up. Exhale over. Come back up. We're going to go one more time, so here we are. Let's bring it over towards the left-hand side. Pause. The drill is hand down or hand to the outside, but if you're going to the outside, can you see if you can actually wrap your forearm, the upper arm around, or sorry, not the forearm, your upper arm around the outer knee, fingertips, and then take your left hand up. Good, both hands come down towards the earth. Ooh, that's a pretty heavy twist. And step it back into your upper push-up position and pause here. So press up the upper back, curl down through the tail, strong through the legs. One more big inhale, you got this. Take your knees down towards the floor, take them wide, child's pose. We're not gonna stay here long, but press back your bum a little bit and then drop in so that your face is further in towards the ground. All right, roll your spine coming all the way up. Again, you'll cross your legs over or just side saddle. It doesn't really matter to me what you're doing there. And this time I'll go this way. All right, so here we go, V-sit. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze in through the belly. So instead of having such a straight arched back, just round, like take the belly in a little bit, take your shoulders from a real solid position to just neutral, and then you'll find some softness. So as your legs elevate, you can lean back a little bit and hold here for 3. Nice, hold here for 2. Hold here for 1, I lied, we've got 3. 2, and then 1, beautiful. Bend out through your knees, round your spine, and let it go. Take yourself forward. If you twist it just like me, right ankle on top of the left. Option A is to do a very similar thing. You flex your bottom foot and you lift. Otherwise, it's lotus lift. I'm not sure how many of you get into those knees on a regular basis, but here we go. You drop down the right knee, you pull up your left, and now you've got your legs in lotus. Okay? I know, for us runners, this is like, but you've got this. Make sure there's no knee pain. If there is, unfortunately, please back out immediately, okay? Press down with your palms and elevate. For 3. For 2, doesn't matter what variation. And then 1, lower yourself down. We're right onto the other side. You've got this. What did I do? Oh yeah, this one up first. And now my right one goes up. Okay, so switch it up however you need to, and then eventually we'll lift. So if you just want to hold your lotus and press into the ground, that's great. If you're more in an easy cross-legged, stay there. Otherwise, we elevate. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Lower yourself all the way down. Pause. Let the legs release all the way out in front of you. And then come into a forward fold. Nice and easy. Let's stretch this out. Roll up your spine. Reaching up nice and tall, interlock your hands behind you. Press your palms, or I should say the interlocked hand down towards the ground. Lift up your chest, point away your toes. Reverse tabletop if you like, so palms down, feet to the earth, and up we go. Nice, and then eventually let's take ourselves onto our bellies so you can roll over and just kick yourself back into an upper push-up. Take yourself down towards the earth, nice and easy. Point your toes away, widen out your feet a little bit, elbows to the ground, and just lift up into Sphinx. This ground is great. Yay, Hawaii. I definitely feel very connected to volcanic islands, which is why Indonesia is also a very special place for me. It just feels as if, the islands understand me and I understand them with the amount of passion that bubbles up inside of me. There's definitely a lot of that, and it can turn into fire if not managed appropriately, right? Okay, so really opening up, almost let your rib cage flare. Keep your core still drawn in though, so we don't have any back pain here. If you do, please back out, right? Really anchor down your tail so that your tail is moving in between your heels, not towards the ceiling or the sky. One more big inhale here. And then roll your spine all the way down. And we are done. Yay! My dear friends, it's so fun to do a playful practice of core and just witnessing the transformation within myself as well as those of you around me who really fully understand what it's like to get deep into the soul of who you are. Like the essence and that power comes from that space. There is no other way but to know self and then to move on and upwards. Rise up, dear friends. Collectively, we are stronger. Let's do this together. You are always in my heart. And definitely, I look forward to our next time together. Namaste.